Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Animal Wisdom Tarot by Don Brunk, illustrated by Ola Layola. On the back, you see it's by CICO Books, and they have a website, cicobooks.com. So if you want to find that stuff, that's how you find that stuff. Supportive Oracle cards are Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish. I swear, I keep trying to clean this thing, and it doesn't matter. It gets grudgy. It's just like a grudge magnet. I swear. It's a grudgy magnet. Alright, anyway. What do we have for Gemini? So, alright, I'm not going to just buy into this, because I'm already seeing there's a lot of good cards here, but we did another sign, and all of a sudden it's like, well, it's good, but but so let's see how it actually plays out for you, because it looks good. Let's see how it plays out, though. I feel like Gemini knows that right off the bat too. He's like, just because it looks good doesn't mean it is good. You got trust here, though. Trust is good on your side at this point. Something's coming in, whether it's a person or a situation. I know you see a lot of angles, but it's kind of like the odds are in your favor. It's kind of like how you're looking at it. Kind of like, looking at the forecast, looks like tomorrow's going to be pretty nice. I've looked at the forecast around, 500 miles around, and it looks the same for everybody. So it looks pretty good. Like tomorrow should be a pretty good day. So you're like, I don't think it's a guarantee, but it looks pretty good. And you're trusting that things are going to go the way they should. Wisdom is here. It's kind of like that too. Like, I almost feel like it's kind of like looking at the weather. If you look at your current situation and like tomorrow's supposed to be whatever it's supposed to be, and then if you look at like, okay, our weather usually, who has our weather first? Like people out, like I'm thinking like out in Michigan have our weather first? I don't know. But like if I look out that way, I'm like, oh, they're having really good times. I'm seeing the trend. Whatever we have, they've already had it first. It looks like they've had a couple more good days coming, and so it's kind of like it looks pretty good. And you're like, it looks like it's going to my favor, but it's like there's a lot of reasons why you think that, and it's kind of like you're keeping an eye on it. It's good. Because of this, we're moving forward. The Lover's card, or what is this, Romance? It's a very good card. It doesn't have to mean literally romance. It could just mean like things are coming together very well. Very, very well. If it's a romance thing for you, great. I don't think it's going to be that way for everybody. It's usually not. So if it's not that way for you, that's fine. It's just like you're making a very smart move forward, and you're trusting that things are going to work out. Very happy, very excited about moving forward. There does seem to be some type of co-pilot thing going on here. Because I'm getting the Four of Wands with the... Is that the Sun card? I think that's the Sun card. Isn't that a very interesting Sun card with the crocodile and the butterfly? Crocodile for all. I just think it's funny because I'm pretty sure that's the Sun card. It could be wrong, but that's how it feels to me with the Sun up here. And it's like a very positive energy. It's like things could be worse, but things are going really well. It's kind of like things, even though you think things would be kind of messed up, they're still going really well. And whoever is getting involved with this, I think that's how they're looking at you. I actually like this deck for that. Whether it's supposed to be the Sun card or not, I'm still feeling like this good energy. Like somebody's looking at you like this could have been a mess, and it still looks like it could be a little weird. But they have total faith in you. You're telling them how it's going and how to keep going. You're helping them navigate these waters. You're creating harmony with them. You're like, no, this is going to work out, and I'll show you how. And just keep with me. And just when I don't say anything, you don't say anything. And if I start talking about this, you start talking about this. We'll make it through this. This will be fine. Somebody completely believes in you and thinks you're taking a situation that they're nervous about and making it a beautiful situation. I really think this is a situation somebody else has a lot of nerves and they're very nervous about it, but you're showing them like, nope, it's good, and I'll show you how, and you're helping them get through it. The sea turtle comes in the nurturer of shells. This is the Queen of Cups. Very good energy here. I almost get like we're going forward pretty quickly. we're kind of like, if there's a problem with this situation, you're circumventing it. That might be the nervousness with this person too. There might be a little bit of a point of contention here, a point of contention there. You're swimming right around it. You're getting right through it. Kind of like, we don't have to deal with that. There's no reason we should have to. I don't think we need to. Here, I'll show you how we're going to get around it. And you help this person get around it. Gemini's really good with that too. Like, we don't have to. I don't think it's worth it. So this is how we're going to get around it. The whale with the snake comes in next. The whale is the world card. The snake is the Ace of Wands. This is showing up in the environment. All right, so this started off really good. You have a lot of trust in this situation. Whoever you're connected with on this, they're nervous about some stuff. You're helping them navigate through it. You're like, nope, this is a great thing. And they're like, wow, you were right. That didn't have to be an issue, and it wasn't. Now that they seem to be really building a lot of confidence in you, kind of like, you know how to do things. And your mind is very sharp. And they're like, with the two of us together, I think we can really take this somewhere. So they're like having all these ideas like, hey, Gemini, let's do this, let's do that. Let's start making this a little bit more. Let's do more things together. Let's do a lot more things together, actually. When this comes in, this is very interesting to me because they're all like, hey, you were right. That worked out great. Let's do more. And you're like, okay. It's weird because it kind of shocks you and you're just like, I liked that situation. That was a moment. But you're also like, I don't know if I want to make that a habit. For some reason, you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to make this a habit. Now you're nervous because you're like, wait a minute. This has been going well. And I kind of thought this person was going my way with these things. But now they want like a total commitment. It's almost like they want a total commitment. And the grace is kind of like, you're like, wait a minute. I wasn't thinking about it to that level. Like, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about that. But I wasn't thinking about taking this situation to that level. So wait a minute, let me think about what I really want here. And I feel like there's conversations between you and this person. What is this one? The Serpent, the Quickener, which is the Tower card. The Monkey, which is Two of Fossils, Two of Pentacles. This is going forward a lot quicker than you expected, and I feel like you're shocked that they're bringing this forward. They're shocked that you just don't want to automatically do it. Because it's right between you. The tower's right between you. And you're like, okay, hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's go over a couple things. It's almost like you're like, hey, let's take a time out. Let's go do this today instead of what we usually do. Let's go over and do this. Let's just take some time for ourselves, just be by ourselves. And let's just have a nice dinner or whatever, lunch, whatever we're doing. And let's just talk about what you're expecting, what I'm expecting, where I want to go, where you want to go. Let's talk about that. And I feel like you're fully well aware. When this person brought this forward, whatever they brought forward, it's kind of like sink or swim. It's kind of like it's either you go along with it and you keep going with them in this direction. If you don't want to go their direction, though, it seems like you're realizing like this is going to be the beginning of the end, if not the end. It feels like that. It feels like yes or no. It feels like either we keep going or we keep going in the same car to the same direction, or one of us has to go find a different mode of transportation because they're going somewhere else. So it has to be worked out. Justice is coming across on their side. That's the elephant in this deck. They really do have faith in you. And I think that means the world to you. Kind of like they're a good energy for you. They completely believe in you. They seem to respect your thoughts and your feelings, and they want you to move forward, and they want to move forward with you. They want to work with you. Like, this is a true partnership, and you really like this. I think you're going to go for it. From what I'm seeing, you're going to take the leap of faith here. It's the Three of Wands, but it's showing up with Toad, which is a leap. And you're going into a whole new beginning. They're going to be very, like, this is somebody who, like, the longer they're around you, the more cemented they get with you. This is going a lot quicker than you're expecting. So they must have some type of fire energy going on here. Because fire goes with air very well, but I'm also getting a lot of earth. So they don't have to be an earth sign, they don't have to be a fire sign. But I'm saying their personality has some fire and some very dependable characteristics. The very dependable is typically earth, that's why I'm saying that. because I feel you jumping into this and starting a whole new beginning with this, but I'm also seeing them with safe home protection and study. What they're doing now, like there is like, it's like, it feels like there's fire and earth going on here. There's certain things they will go forward very quickly with. There'll be other things where they have to build up the energy to make it happen. So I think when you jump into this, because I think you're going to, I really think the advice here is kind of like, start researching this person a little bit more. What type of things are they random with? And when they are, does that go well or does that not go well? Like, because I feel like you're kind of, it's almost like you're dealing with a gambler or something. Time will tell. I know that time will tell. But this is like 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. Sometimes they move forward very quickly, very randomly. Other times they're very static and slow and like we have to build, we have to build, we have to build. It seems like it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. Which you can roll with. I get that. You actually might be a really good match for them. As long as you understand what's going on, I feel like the sooner you figure out that puzzle, the better. Not like you wouldn't figure it out anyway, but I feel like the universe is saying the sooner you see it, the better you will do. The better for you, the better for them. Because I'm getting the mermaid magic seduction, which is I feel like this person might get you into a couple snafus that you don't want to be a part of. You might end up in a couple conundrums. But if you see this ahead of time, I don't think that has to happen. Like really uncomfortable situations, like foreclosures and stuff like that. Like things that like you can get out of after some time, but it's something you don't really want to happen anyway. So just keep that in mind. You want to figure this person out sooner rather than later, because there's some issues that you don't have to have that you will if you do, the longer you take. I'm getting these two cards, the Llama, Seeker of Fossils, which is the Page of Pentacles, and the Lynx, Nine of Branches, which is the Nine of Wands. You got to figure out what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. The sooner you figure it out, the better you can navigate this, the more you can help them stay out of the dangerous area and stay more in the good area. Because you have a lot of ideas, I don't have any doubt about that, but you got to realize what you're dealing with. You got to really debunk this person, see what they're good at, see what they're not, and then try to direct it in the right energy, because if you just kind of go with the flow and just figure it out as it happens, I'm telling you, you're going to have some big issues that you don't really want, that you don't need to have. And I think that's what they're saying with this. I think that's pretty much the message. Good energy, though. I like this person. They're just saying you got to figure them out soon and know what's good and what's not good. So you don't have to have these problems. You don't need these extra problems. We don't need extra problems. Like, who needs extra problems? I know I don't. Okay, we're going to let that go there. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.